Football Power Hour.
What's good? What's good? What's good? What's good in the hood? Yo, guess what? Guess what? Breaking news. Things are happening. It's really, things are looking on the up for us Manchester United fans around the world. And my goodness, also there's some unexpected, most bizarre news you'll ever hear about transfers because something happened today. To talk about, the fact that Johnny Evans was seen training with the Man United squad today. And also Fabrizio Romano went on to give a little update and say, Manchester United has agreed a short-term deal with Johnny Evans. We're going to talk about that and all around it with my boy Nice the Kid. You've seen him before here on this channel. Let me welcome him right when we come back from the break. Please don't forget to hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe. It's the Football Power Hour. Here we go. Bro, welcome again. Nice the Kid. What's good, bro?
Sounds like nothing much, but did I just hear you correctly? Johnny Evans?
Yes, sir. This is Johnny Evans. Right behind him is Wan-Bissaka and the rest of the team. How do you feel about this?
Firstly, I feel like we are in 2001. I feel like maybe I've gone back in some sort of warped
to this. We've gone back to this squad right here.
Is that Anderson? Chicharito?
Yes.
Goodness gracious.
Can you there's a player that looks different from others, and he is right there. That's the man right there. Johnny Evans.
I see it. Next to Smalling. Is that who are signing next?
Next to Smalling, next to Jones. Exactly. Bro, he is back. Like, it's actually, confirmed by Fabrizio Romano too that, there was a short-term agreement. It's obviously, we don't know how short-term is short-term. I predict it is, just for the preseason games. But, apparently Johnny Evans has impressed today after preseason. So how do you feel about Johnny Maldini Evans? Says Kush.
I think the only comparison to Maldini for that man is their age. They might be the same age.
Man, no, but he's got a Premier League. He's got the winning mentality. He's got, don't you think? Like, at least here's the thing. I feel like Ten Hag does not want to lose to Arsenal so much that he's like, if it has to be Johnny Evans in the team for 45 minutes, I wanna, I don't care if it's preseason. I don't know. It doesn't make sense, obviously, because I think he's 34. You're right. He's really old, but he has got a winning mentality. He's got a Premier League medal at his place, So we have a winner in the house, and I don't know. I don't know where it's gonna go, but it's one of them things that I'm a little bit curious. John Johnson is like, what an amazing signing. I see the emoji right there, John. He's 35, says Kush. Look at that. It's definitely a signal to Maguire, bro. I think here's the thing, Nice the Kid, bro. Like, it was around I have the dates actually. 16th July 2023. No, it was 11 July 2022 when Ten Hag said this about Maguire. Harry Maguire is the captain. He's an established captain. And then you fast forward to a year later, on the 16th of July 2023, he says, after discussions, it's Maguire now. After discussions with the manager today, he has informed me he's changing captain. And now Johnny Evans is part of the training squad. No, man. What kind of indirect communication is this, bro?
Nah, I actually like that Ten Hag can admit when he's made a mistake. Let's just put it like that. That to me is just an admittance of, okay, I got this wrong. This is how I plan to correct it. I don't
Yeah, I
believe
mean,
it's a bad thing. But I
it's
think it's just
with Maguire, I
like
feel it's even more than just that. It's like he publicly backed Maguire, gave him a chance to prove himself as captain, and Maguire just did not meet the criteria. What is pretty much just what happened. And now, like with Johnny Evans being, I don't know if we're making it, if it's gotta be something bigger than what it is. Maybe it's just because Johnny Evans, I believe, is out of contract and he wants to stay in shape, and he's got good relationships with people at Manchester United. It might just be one of those things, you know. But time will tell. Time will tell. The other thing I wanna Kush says Maguire has to think to himself, my guy Erik is taking the piss. We still have the Ivorian King, Mr. Glass Bay, in our team. He's actually still in our books. He's in our books. What
oh what?
do you think?
Why did I think
Yeah,
he
Erik
sold him?
Bailly. No, Tellus, I think, is the one that's been sold for sure. But I think by there hasn't been like a concrete, at least to my knowledge. I could be wrong, but there hasn't been any concrete movement. But he should be on the outgoings, right? Or do you think you want to give him a chance?
Thought that anyone but Maguire.
Anyone?
I never really had a problem with yeah. I never had a problem with Bailey in the first place. I always wondered why he went, but he was pretty injury prone. But
Yeah,
I thought when he played, he was a better backup. Let me put it like that.
yeah,
He was a
yeah.
better
On his
backup than
day
some of the guys
when
he
he's
played with.
fit, I love the aggression. I love how he's like a African Martinez, that's a little bit rush, a little bit, he's a bit his decision making is a little bit, weird or questionable, but at the same time, on his day, he's such a quality defender. It'll be sad to see him go and then have a successful career somewhere else. But anyway, the thing about Johnny Evans, let's put Johnny Evans aside and say, there's this thing that's heating up right now, the deal that Fabrizio Romano and a lot of the Man United fan base has been talking about. Somebody that we don't know a lot about. I don't even watch Atlanta at all, unless it's some highlights or whatever. But Rasmus Højlund sounds like an off-brand Haaland. Are you on the train, on the Højlund train? How do you feel about him? Do you know about him?
I think we spoke about this in a previous show the last time I was
Yeah.
on. I said to you, I'm not looking for the unknown anymore. Like I wanted
Mm,
someone established. If we're going to buy this guy, I don't know much about him either, which
yeah.
is a great concern, because if I don't know much about him, it means there's not much to know. You know what I'm saying?
He has power
I
and
would prefer
pace.
a already established player, uh, and I would prefer us to buy a proven goal scorer that we know for
Mm,
sure, not someone we're gonna develop, because we don't have a striker already there. I wonder if we were buying him to compete like we
yeah.
did with
Yeah.
Mason Mount. Mason Mount is
Mm-hmm.
coming to a position where the other players he's going to compete with. That's okay. But we're not buying, we
Fact.
don't need a competing striker. We need a striker.
That's gonna
So
bring the goals.
uh,
Yeah. Yeah.
yes, we need
Yeah.
someone who's going to bring the goal. So he would have been fine if we had someone already there established, already in the team, or we were buying him in conjunction with someone else. But the fact that he's our number one guy, it means most likely he's going to be put straight up in the starting lineup. It's not going to be on
Mm-hmm.
some who easy man or no looking, no, there won't be that, but he'll be playing immediately. And I don't know him well enough.
Yeah.
He might be good, no hating,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
I don't know him like that,
I
which is a
mean, I
concern
mean,
for me.
I hear you. I hear you. It's one of those things. I mean, obviously, there's like, you can't use hype as like a barometer of like, is this player going to be good or not? Like at some point, Drogba was not known before he became Drogba, you know, like, you know, there's like some things you got to give players a certain chance to like actually kind of like appear into the scene, you know. But the thing about it is like there is I hear your concern exactly that, bro, this guy's not proven. And if we're looking at what the reports are saying, like the actual quote from the tweet says, Man United are preparing their opening bid for Rasmus Højlund. Told personal terms 100% agreed. He wants United. Atlanta told they don't want 3 players offered in the deal after initial talks. The asking price is around 65 to 70 million euros. Next step is the official bid incoming. So, and the way Man United has been moving so far, it's like when we put in a bid, it's like you know, we're trying to really get the deal done when we get into the negotiation process. So it might take a while, but this guy looks like Ten Hag has seen something in him. You know, maybe we should just kind of be like, let's trust what Ten Hag is identifying, you know. And there's also the question, he's the white Lukaku. There's that potential, but also, you know, maybe the white Lukaku may actually end up, you know, not disappointing and not, you know, being the bottle job that he Lukaku can be, you know. So I don't know. I want to give him a chance. I want to see, just given on the fact that Ten Hag has had a very more or less successful like recruitment eye, and you know, he identifies a skill set and he kind of wants to see how it fits in the puzzle. So, you know, I'm on that camp. Of course, Kane would be good, right? But we don't know how it's gonna go with buy-in and so forth, you know. I
don't even think it's a buy-in issue, man. I think it's an us issue. We're not hollering at him, so therefore we're not even putting ourselves in the mix.
The thing about it is like we may be playing the long game, you know, of just we're waiting for them, because the whole thing is like when I last checked on the Bayern Munich versus Spurs talks, like Bayern were waiting for an official asking price. That's where the talks were left at, you know. And once that asking price is announced, then probably maybe Man United might enter the chat room. I don't know. That's just like my you know, just optimistic thinking. I could be wrong.
I can hear the wishfulness in your thinking, bro.
But okay, talking about other things that we can be optimistic about. Onana at 7 p.m. If it's not 7 p.m. yet in England, he touches down, and you know the scrutiny is gonna. It's so funny now that the tracker is on him, bro. I don't know. I remember you expressing your thoughts, saying that you don't like Onana's goalkeeping style. It seems like he's gonna be doing his medical and he'll be announced. How do you feel, man?
You know, I'm not like I said, man, I'm not too mad about him coming, but I'm not excited at the same time. I'm curious to see like if he's really about it or not. I still stand behind what I say. I've never been a fan of the sweeper keeper. I won't lie to you. That it's not. I don't like the keeper who tries to be on the ball too much. I just don't like a goal stopper, bro. And I knew I didn't like De Gea's mistakes, but I still thought, even to this day, I thought he was solid enough to stay. But I guess the game is evolving, so they want to start from the back. The problem is that there's nothing in the front, so we'll be doing a lot of great things starting from the back, but then there will be no finish at the front. So it's not making our squad worse. Let me put it like that. It's not like we're downgrading.
I disagree, bro. I feel here's the thing. If you have like the ability, like a part of the reason why Bruno Fernandes was coming a lot deep was because there was not enough people that could really launch a ball forward with some accuracy. And now having somebody that's going to be able to do that from deep it means Bruno can be further up forward and he becomes more of a goal threat. We know Bruno when Bruno is really feeling himself, when he's in form, he can actually find the net, and it's just one of those things where if he's closer to the goal, chances are higher that there'll be more options, more goal threats, and so that's what I feel like Onana. Say what?
You know what my worry is, right?
What?
Sweeper keepers usually flourish when the people in front of them are doing their job correctly. Can we say that we have a back four that can support that style of play?
We have Varane who can sort of do the job, but Martinez, yes. We have Luke Shaw who can definitely participate in the high line, yes. Wan-Bissaka, yes, yeah. I think we can. We have a back line that can. Obviously, the Varane part will probably the one that needs like a little bit of like, because he has an injury record that's not reliable, So because once you take out Varane, there's a pretty big dip in performance. I mean, Lindelof can do the job, but like, it's so one of those things where
my worry is that we don't really have the characters in front to support a sweeper keeper successfully. But as I said, it's not making us worse, at least. Like, it's not a step in the wrong direction. So I can say that I'll give him the time he deserves. He hasn't done enough for me to be like, yeah, that's not the answer. But he hasn't done enough for me to be like, whew, thank God we got another keeper. Not yet. But I'm definitely willing to give him a chance because it says a lot when your coach is willing to let go of arguably the best player we've had since the Sir Alex era ended. If we should just keep it 100, as far as the years go, De Gea has been our best player over a long period of time. So I think if like Ten Hag, one thing I don't doubt too much all the time is Ten Hag's man management. I think if there's anything that has impressed me about his tenure so far, it's his man management. His no nonsense approach, not afraid to admit when he made a mistake. So I believe if he's taken this route with De Gea, there must be something that he's not doing that he expects. So therefore, he's shifting him on quickly. He's not going to hold on to what other managers would as far as loyalty or anything of that nature is concerned. He knows what he wants to do. So he's bringing in the players that he thinks can do that. So only time will tell. But like I said, I would have been perfectly fine if the only thing we did this year was by a striker. All these other positions, maybe, yes, they need to be filled. But without a striker, I feel like everything is in vain. Everything we're doing right now is in vain.
I'm glad you said the magic words about Onana. You'll give him the time he deserves, because that's the, I feel like, because like your opinion was valid, being like, no, we shouldn't change our goalkeeper. It's not a priority right now. That was a really valid opinion prior to like the way the business was handled, obviously. With De Gea, but at the end of the day, it's like we have to kind of just reevaluate that and move on with the times now and be like, okay, let's see what the brother can provide and how he can actually affect our system. So John Johnson says De Gea in 2023 is not good enough. Roy Keane was great once. He was old in 05 and needed moving on. Robson the same in 94. Times change. We get it, John. It's like, for me, I was on, I'm more feeling like we have updated our app, and it whether you disagree or agree with that, it's like,
it is what it is. It is what it is.
Exactly. And Coach, by the way, said Lindelof is very good on the ball. I think that Lindelof will be our dark horse. That is true. Actually, yeah, he deserves some credit because he came through towards the end of the season when we were in a centre back injury crisis, and he delivered, and he did not look out of pace at all. It's incredible how Lindelof and Luke Shaw could be two centre back partnerships that we, that we didn't think of before. So Ten Hag and also these two center backs deserve the credit for that. They really carried us through on the last leg of the season, So yeah, no, that's the thing that I wanted to touch on. So now we have talked about for me, I'm worried about the scrutiny, every step of the way, everything that you're doing, scrutiny level that Onana is going to get. That's why partially where I was like, Onana lands at 7, right? At 7:30, he's probably going to have to get on Zoom with the Glazers. At 7:45, he's starting his medical. We're going to start knowing all these little things about him. And it's just one of those things where I feel like his character is good. He's built enough. He's got the mentality, the strong mentality, but also at the same time, you have to be, you have to know that he's a human being. He'll be looking at, social media, and hopefully that doesn't derail his, it doesn't affect his performances negatively. It's crazy what Man United players can face. Go ahead.
I was gonna say that, the problem with playing for Man United is that the spotlight is triple on you, whoever you are. So in his case, it's even worse because firstly, you could argue that they mistreated De Gea, right? So that's that somehow becomes an X in his column, because now it's listen, the club has done this to get you. What are you going to do? Why are you different? They have let go of an established, well-respected first-team member in an ugly way, which has nothing to do with him, by the way. But they got rid of him in an ugly way to make room for you. What is you going to do? Now it's going to be, even if every mistake he makes, even if it's an ordinary, let me not say an ordinary mistake, but even if it's something anyone would do, be and they got rid of De Gea for this, this is what they got. This is what they signed. It's gonna be amplified times 100, just because one, he plays for United. Two, the way he came to the club. It's not like Mount. Mount left with no drama, bruh. It's either he does well or he doesn't. But there was nothing. There's no backstory. There's no. But with Onana, it's gonna be a lot different because there's gonna be a lot going on. With they got rid of De Gea. Oh yeah, they made space for him by doing this. It's gonna be some pressure. So with Man United, it's an either or. Either you flourish in that pressure or you do great. Unfortunately for us, a lot of signings who have been under the spotlight that have crumbled. We tend to have the
Memphis Depay.
less spotlighted players doing well, i.e. Antony, spotlight, didn't do so great. Martinez, no spotlight, very great. You know what I'm saying? It plans out that way usually. But in this day and age where there's a lot of media everywhere, not just traditional media, but social media, spotlight is hard to avoid. But the players who tend to do well at Man United are the ones that arrived under the radar. The ones who usually come with the limelight usually feel the pressure. So we'll see how it goes. Hopefully, he seems like a strong character in general. I saw him in the Champions League. He seemed to be very, very strong-minded, I guess I would say. So I hope that wasn't just the day. I hope that was him in general. Because sometimes just the final mentality or the final occasion can get you to want to be about it, but you're not actually about it. It just happens to be the occasion. You know how even drunk guys are like that. You can be drunk and quiet at home, but when you're at a festival, suddenly you want to scream and do all sorts of things. So
dance on a table.
You know what I'm saying? So I hope he wasn't dancing on the table. I hope that's just him.
Yeah. No, but because the pressure is on Ten Hag, he made this big call, and it's also like a very, very. It's like it was a big statement, and he's been making big statements. He's not shy of making them, but it's one of those where it's like, bro. Big decisions after big decisions. That's how you obviously get your team to kind of play the way you really want and get to your philosophy. But at the same time, there's some things that you can get wrong while you're making those big decisions. So we'll see. We hope, obviously. I hope that it's one of those things. Last thing that I want to get your opinion on is bro, have you seen this kit? It's a little bit of a divergence in topic, but look at this. What in the Forest Green Rovers is Arsenal doing? I'm not saying we had a great kit last year. Our away kit was horrible. The zebra one and the alternate away one was horrible. But come on, bro. What do you rock this with? Look at this.
What color is that? Yellow or lime green?
It's what in the lime green is this, bro? It look like. Look at this. It looked like Arsenal got some construction workers. When did Arsenal become a construction company? It looked like Mopane worms, bro. Look at that. Monster energy drink. No, am I just hating? Is my fashion sense like too like maybe fashion I know is everybody look at it.
Hey.
Is it an overreaction, bro? What do you think? Do you like? I mean, if you're feeling the whatever this color is, this like it's like a zebra stripes on lime green. I don't know, man. Arsenal, the chameleon team, says Kush.
I'll reserve the hating for till the season has started. Like maybe this lime green, I don't even know, giraffe type situation might galvanize them to put even more pressure on City this year. So I'll wait till the league starts. But if it's on drip alone, yeah, good luck matching that with something, man.
Nah, man, classy answer. But I think they've bottled it in the off season. They keep bottling it again and again. Arsenal, they can never cease to disappoint. Or rather, this time they actually lived up to the expectation and. Is like even for a fan, like what kind of shoes are you wearing that with, bro? Like it's some wild stuff. But anyway, looks like they spent their money on they spent all their money on the Declan Rice thing and didn't have enough money for designers, Remove the lines and they look like the grass on the pitch. I can see a lot of people getting that shirt, says Kush. Man, yeah, maybe that's the kid and you and Kush, you're right. Maybe it'll become an iconic t-shirt. An iconic jersey. We'll see. Only time will tell. Anyway, this was today's show, guys. I have to say thank you so much, my G, for pulling up and also just chatting with me about this. Let's see how the Onana medical goes through. Once that's through, looks like Højlund is next, and we keep moving. We'll be back. We'll see you guys again next time when we talk about more Man United stuff. And yeah, bro. Peace.
Let's hope for more signings, man.
Yes.
Let's hope for more signings.
Let's hope for more signings and a better kit than Arsenal's for sure. All right.
I don't think that we need to hope for that. I think we'll be all right there. Can't be worse, that's for sure.
We'll be all right. All right, Realist United, Kush, John, we appreciate you so much. Don't forget to hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't done so. We are out of here.
Football Power Hour.
Yes.